On this week's episode of Living Alaska, Angelica and I traveled to Alaska's mainland for our honeymoon.
Well, we're not allowed to let people drive the Fairbanks, so you're gonna have to go through someone else. For this freaking car, I'm paying $770. I am just... Dude, the steering wheel's not working.
We didn't know the first 24 hours was going to suck so bad, but you want to subscribe to see all 3 parts to this episode because it gets really epic.
Hey guys, I'm about to give you some life-changing travel advice. So listen, if you ever fly into Anchorage and you get a rental car, because I went through Thrifty and they're like, oh, where are you staying in Anchorage? I'm like, well, we're staying in Anchorage and we're driving to Fairbanks. I never had this problem before. They go, well, we're not allowed to let people drive the Fairbanks, so you're gonna have to go through someone else. Dude, I'm hungry, so I was pretty upset. Guess what? The Thrifty, I was gonna pay $342 for my rental. For this freaking car, I'm paying $770. I'm upset, man. But I gotta eat. I just saw the lady that was sitting behind me, or standing behind me when I was in the rental car place, and she goes, I'm pretty sure she just said, oh, have a good honeymoon. And I go, oh yeah, you too. Nothing cures a little stress and frustration about money like a nice Burger King sandwich. It's actually not even that great.
But rest assured that this wouldn't be the first burger I'd bite into on this trip.
Check this out. This is right off my B&B. This is pretty cool. Live Aurora. Right out here in Anchorage. Right out of my B&B. This is pretty cool.
As you see, the Aurora is out, and I just want to talk about the day that I had. I got here into Anchorage at like, let's say I got here at 6:37, and I get my rental car, and that was the worst experience because apparently they started a new thing where like, oh, you can't drive the Fairbanks. Well, it's like, dude, I never had this problem before, so they made me literally go find another place. There was only one other place that had rental cars available, and it was $450 more. So not only did I have to pay $450 more, that trunk broke, and I'm trying not to get in trouble for that. I just opened it up and it snapped, and it looks like it was freezing, but it was still like, it was just still a pretty rough night. And then before I found out that trunk was broken on that stupid crappy vehicle, I was going to Flat Top Mountain, and I went to, I put it in the GPS, and it literally gave me the back roads. And let me tell you something, it snowed like 2 or 3 feet up there, and it was the back road. It was up the steep mountain. You couldn't even get there. It said road stopped being maintained after a certain point, and it was just the worst night. I didn't even record anything. I was that miserable. Like there's misery where you record it and it's like it's just misery, but there's misery where you're genuinely pissed off, and that was me. I was pissed off. And look, you can see the plane taking off right there. What are the chances I start recording and someone turns their headlights on? Right? What are those chances? 100% tonight, man. I'll be going to bed here soon. I think there's still some aurora. You can see it here in the corner, right up here. It's kind of there. But what do you do? Well, do you be thankful for where you're at, or do you get upset? Because I think I'm upset. I'm pretty upset. But, oh well, what am I going to do? Lay down and die? No.
Next day, we're going to see if, it's -6, it's pretty cold. We're going to see if this thing opens. Just let it do it on its own.
Oh.
Did you click it?
No, it closes on its own.
It does?
Yeah.
But I did.
You gotta be careful with it. Oh, it closes on its own.
So, we just exchanged our rental car, and I just want to show you something. If you can shine this light up here, this is the shock that holds the lift gate open, and it freezes. In these cold temperatures, this freezes, and that's what snapped. And there's no way they could charge me for this, because this is not my fault. That's frozen and doesn't want to work properly. So, just so you guys know, if this ever happens to you, let them know what happened, and especially if it's not your fault, and be sure that you're not paying for it, because this is proof that this freezes and it's not your fault. This trip, this has been 24 hours pretty much. Well, not even 24 hours yet, and it's been really frustrating. But I'm done getting frustrated over it. Like, we got this car now, and it is what it is. Everything's frozen, the doors suck, can't even open right. This is ridiculous. And GMC, whoever made this needs to get fired. This is how you change your gears. This is how I go in reverse. I pull that and I press that to park. Are you kidding me? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's freaking dumb. Anyway, all right, we got the new car here and we are good to go. Let's just put this thing in drive. And what the? Dude, the steering wheel's not working right.
In a quarter mile, merge onto West International Airport Road.
Whew. Whew, that's a workout. What the fuck? Alright, let's go. Well, I finally got the second vehicle. I'm just over that. It's time to move on. Hey guys, so we got a second vehicle now, and I'm hoping that vehicle's... Hold on. We are feeling pretty good right now, yeah. I'm like Sonny from Big Daddy. I got my invisible glasses on. That means the person that was pulling my strings upstairs can't see me. So we are good to go now. Dude, this first 24 hours sucked. Like, it really sucked with this vehicle. And hopefully that's all over. We are doing our shopping because Angelica is entitled to her Anchorage shopping. Isn't that right, dear? Man,
Wait, can I go in there and just go get something that I forgot? I forgot something serious and important.
Where?
Back in there. Oh no, we're gonna go see the other Burlington. Never mind.
We are?
Yeah, we need luggage, remember? Yes, we need luggage.
Okay, I need a coffee more than anything. You want to get a coffee?
Well, you could have gotten one at Starbucks.
I don't want a Starbucks coffee, okay?
Are your glasses okay?
They're a little crooked, but they work.
I can fix them for you.
I feel alpha.
Can you look at me?
We were just in Stuart's camera shop here in Anchorage, and the guy's really cool. I was talking to him, and our friend John was in there too, and I had him print me a receipt from something I bought 6 months ago, and I was like, while he was doing that, I was like, hey, I want to prank my wife. I was like, can you bring a couple cameras over or something that's like 10 grand? And he's like, yeah, we can do that. So we start walking over, and he grabs an R5 and a couple of lenses off the shelf, and he's walking over and to the checkout. He's like, all right, you're around 8 grand now. Do you need anything else? And I'm like, oh yeah. And Angelica, she was ready to kill me. I saw it. She hit her manners pretty well.
I was like, my heart dropped. Okay, it dropped. It dropped. I was gonna say, are you serious?
She would have been pretty mad.
Oh yeah, I would have found a way to pay back later.
Yeah.
How expensive.
I honestly, I don't even know if I could. I don't even think there's a way I could do that. Yeah. So. I wish I recorded it, but I didn't expect the guy to be that cool in there. So
my heart is still beating. Still, it dropped. So I was still beating, trying to recover.
I have to go make it up to her and get her.
It was just a prank, so.
What do you need to get? Do you need like a mimosa or something?
Couple maybe.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I haven't taken any photos yet. That's why this vlog is kind of boring. Yeah. So we're just packing up here at the B&B, and we're gonna head down to Homer and Seward before we go up to Tuckey, and then what?
No, we're not.
Yeah, and then we're gonna stop at Hatcher Pass too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not the plan.
Why? What did you have in mind?
We're shopping.
We're
shopping.
We're shopping?
Yeah. Shopping and shopping.
That's kind of what we did the first 2 days.
Well, that's because we needed that stuff.
Well, you didn't think to get the stuff that you wanted as well?
No.
We're going to the stores then.
Yes. First coffee and
Oh, I can get coffee. Do you want to eat too?
Probably. That's a good idea.
Okay, well if we eat then I guess I can go shopping. At least I shot that part. Hey, Hertz, rental car, and Thrifty. Both of you guys suck. You really suck. Look at this. It continues. Guess what? I'm driving with it though because screw you. Alright, we just went to the Snow City Cafe and got some coffee. Angelica is going in to get forks because they didn't give us any forks. So let me just show you what we got to eat. Really nice eggs Benedict here. I got the deadliest catch. It's like fish and whatnot and some, you know, that's what it looks like. And Angelica got some stuffed French toast there. We are gonna eat once she gets those forks back and go find something to do. I thought she was joking about going to these stores. She wasn't. We went to the stores. I couldn't believe it. Well, I think I'm finally in a better mood. I decided to head down the portage and hope that the aurora would show. I was in for a good night. This time I'm in a way better mood. I had a rough first 20 hours here for our honeymoon with the car and all that stuff. And then we were at the mall earlier and there was this guy resisting arrest and he was like, the first thing that was going through my mind was, okay, there's 3 cops here and this guy's putting a fight against them. I need to find somewhere that's bulletproof because these guns might get drawn. So that was crazy. The girl at the coffee shop goes, oh, you get used to it here. A lot of weird stuff has happened and I'm happy to say that I am here in Portage. It's like a 30-40 minute drive from Anchorage. And I just stopped by these railroad tracks here. I got some amazing photos. The Aurora was out with Steve. Steve is a phenomenon in the Aurora. I'll put a link in the description of the video so you can learn more about Steve. But I got some really cool photos. And I just want to talk about the composition. I have a different lens on than what I would put for my photo that you just saw. But basically, it's hard to see because the light is so low. So I just want to talk about it because you're probably not going to be in this spot, but you might have some train tracks in the composition. So this is a cool spot because these tracks lead to this mountain way back there, which is where Steve was. I set it up so the railroad tracks kind of start from the center and lead around the corner right into the mountain. So it worked out really good for that photo, especially since that's where Steve was. But anytime you have leading lines like these railroad tracks, I used to like putting them dead center. However, they never really worked that great. So I found that if I put them on the corner where it kind of leads your eye into a subject, it looks way better. Now, this is not something you can just watch a video and go do. This takes practice. And I know it sounds easy. Oh, you just follow the line. But it takes a trained eye, and it takes repetition. So that's why I like that angle, going outwards, coming in. The sky has kind of dimmed down a little bit. There's a little glow in the sky, not like what it was before. So I am gonna go warm up. It is like 20 below with a wind chill. Now, it's actually not that cold. That's what it was a couple weeks ago in Talkeetna. But it's like 0, and my feet, I got 2 pairs of socks on with my boots. I'm still pretty cold. So, at least it's not Talkeetna, because I'll tell you what, when it was negative 20, I had 20 seconds to change my exposure or change my composition because it just got completely obliterated. But yeah, this is pretty nice night. Back to Talkeetna, and we'll spend a couple nights there. I need to go back to the car and warm up because I am ice cold. Whew.
Well, it looks like our luck was starting to finally turn in our favor. This image captures the Aurora Borealis plus Steve in the background behind the mountain there. I just love how the train tracks lead right into the mountain. It is just absolutely gorgeous. With that said, I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'll leave you with this time lapse of our epic night of Aurora here in Anchorage. Subscribe to see tomorrow's episode in this 3-part honeymoon series.